Hello and welcome back to BS Rugby. We've just finished the Leinster against Bath game, and that finished as a win for Leinster by 45 points to 20. And now we move on to this one. It is Ulster heading over to the Stade Marcel Michelin to take on Clermont. What a clash we have ahead of us. Really, really excited for this game down in the south of France. Welcome along. Hope you are all doing well this evening. And what a game of rugby we've just seen. But hopefully this game will also live up to the billing. Now, of course, Ospreys played against Ulster last weekend. Ospreys won, and I had a guest on, a very good friend of mine. An Ulster man always stands up for the Ulster men. Of course he does. It is Stephen Somerville. Stephen, how you doing, mate? You well?
Yeah, Brandon, I'm doing well. How's you?
Yeah, very, very good. Very good. You looking forward to this one? A bit nervous, maybe?
Well, I think we want to think about last week, Brandon. You know what I mean? It's definitely. I know you're happy, but we're not going to talk about that. It's all about going away to Clermont and breaking the hoodoo of not winning there. Because I think we played them a few times there. If you remember, Brandon, and we gave them a game, but then we kind of come short. But when you see Joanne Vermeulen in that number 8 starting for Ulster today, best number 8 in the world.
Yeah.
Alongside the likes of Marcus Ray, who had a brilliant game against Leinster, and Nick Timoney. Joanne Vermeulen's going to add something to that row that we've been lacking sort of in a way, but. That makes me even more excited, for this game, just to see him back in action. I can't wait for it, Brandon,
Yeah, it should be an absolutely brilliant game. Last time you faced them was back in 2017. You got a win at home. John Cooney getting one of the scores. What have you made of Ulster this season on the whole? Because you've had some moments like against Leinster where you were fantastic. You won that game at the RDS and you come to the Ospreys, you lose against us, and it wasn't the greatest performance. So how do you assess where you guys are at the minute, do you feel?
I mean, we've been in these positions before, Brandon, and I think we would react to these sort of things if it came by the springtime. You know what I mean? We're going up a good bit of form when it comes to the actual crucial quarterfinals and all that kind of stuff. Semifinals, are the Ulster players willing to give that step up and actually show the real true leadership? I don't pretend to judge the season right now because it's very early. I think there's still a lot of rugby to be played. I think when I look at the Ospreys game last week, in the moment you were thinking, "Oh, how can this happen after a great result against Leicester?" But to be fair, I think Ospreys came with a game plan. You know what I mean? Ospreys did it to Munster. You know what I mean? I think Ospreys are no pushover at home. I think Ospreys are one of the best in the moment in the Welsh leagues, and I think for Ulster going forward, it's trying to rectify those mistakes. And with Joanne Vermeulen coming in, is going to hopefully improve that. Because I know we've got big games coming up. And when I look at the table of the United Rugby Championship, just because I know it's European rugby, but I looked at it the other day and I was thinking, Leinster are about 4 points ahead of us, and they've got to play Munster away at Clermont Park on Boxing Day. We're going to play Connacht at home on Boxing Day as well. Then we'll have Leinster at home on New Year's Day. If Munster can get a result, from Park with an electrifying crowd, then and Leinster come to our place, then we've got a chance to rectify some mistakes that we had in the past and actually not look back on them and actually focus on these big games coming up, because I know they're big, especially this Clermont one. You know what I mean? I think Clermont. I think that you would think that they aren't the same anymore. They're also going for a bit of a rebuilding project. But I think Clermont want to show their fans that they'll be back in European rugby and won't put in performance, and that makes me even more nervous because it's one of these games, Brandon, and I don't cope well with them, so I don't.
Yeah, indeed. Hello to Vivian in the chat as well. Hello, folks in the chat. Make sure that you've subscribed, hit the like button as well, and get involved with us. And check out Stephen's channel, of course, Stephen Somerville, Irish Rugby. I'm sure there'll be a reaction to the game after this match is finished. Definitely, there will be. I'll drop a link in a second. And let's have a look at the teams today. We'll quickly run through the Clermont team first of all. This is how they line up this evening. I apologise if I get some of the pronunciations wrong. I do not speak French, so we'll give it a go, though. And Tiburin plays at fullback with Damien Penaud on the wing alongside Raka. In the centre, we got Baroque and Vili, with Hanrahan playing at 10, a name that some people may recognise. Villiard plays at scrum half. In the front row, we have Ravi and Gavi alongside Slimani. Jan van Toda plays alongside Vahamina in the locks, with Itura, Yato and Lee playing in the back row. The bench then is Baudu, Falco, Ojavan, Lane, Desani, Bezzi, Miche and O'Connor. Let's have a look at the Leinster team. This is how they line up this evening, and I'll get your thoughts. Ulster. Ulster.
Yeah.
Gosh,
Oh,
I watched too many games. Too many games. It is definitely Ulster. Let's run through it anyway. Mike Lowry plays at fullback with Rob Balakoon and Ethan McCoy in the wings. Stuart McCluskey plays alongside James Hume in the centre. Looking at 10 and 9, you've got Billy Burns and John Cooney. In the front row, Andrew Warwick, Rob Herring and Tom O'Toole. Alan O'Connor is captain in the locks alongside Kieran Treadwell, Marcus Ray and Nick Timoney. Alongside, of course, Dwayne Vermeulen. We'll chat about him in a second. Andrew is on the bench with Kane, Jones, Moore, McGrath, Carter, Nathan Doak and Reedy. Let's have a look then at some of the key players. It's going to be really interesting to see how this man gets along. It is Damien Penaud. Absolutely brilliant winger and can create something out of nothing. I think recently he won the Try of the Year at the World Rugby Awards, so he can definitely create something. But the man that I want to focus on, and I'm sure Stephen wants to focus on, is this man, Dwayne Vermeulen. Doesn't he look good in Ulster colours? Talk to me, Stephen. What was your reaction when you found out that you'd signed this man?
I mean, it was something that we had to rectify in terms of the number 8 thing. We knew Marcel Casilla was leaving at the end of the season, and we needed to rectify that. Yes, Nick Timoney can play there number 8, but it was all about depth in the day. We only had David McCann, who's still in the learning process for Ulster. So bringing in Juan Vermeulen, who's going to give that experience to the young lads as well, but his experiences from the best number in the world. You can definitely get back behind it, Brandon. I was really surprised when we got him. I was also a bit surprised, we didn't get the sign over the line. Hopefully, it was the other prop from South Africa that we meant to sign, but that didn't get through. Hopefully, maybe we'll go through next season if we were to get him. But it's all about junior improvement at the end of the day. And I'm really pleased that someone like his standards is at our club. Do you know what I mean? Fair play to Dan McFarlane and Bryn Cunningham for getting this deal over the line. Do you know what I mean? And now it's the big test for him against Clermont, and I know he'll have his first game next week at home at Ravenhill on his debut there, and I'll be there for that. And it's going to give him a good ovation, but let's see how he gets on today. That's all. I think I'm very nervous now for this game. Now I think I said before that if you see a debut guy like I think I remember John Afoe's debut for Ulster. I think it was absolutely rectifying that I'd never seen before. I think John Afoe was one of the best number 3s that we ever had at Ulster, and if we've seen the likes of Vermeulen, who will hopefully take that number 8 as his own, is really good stuff here all around.
Yeah, he's an absolutely huge ball carrier, isn't he? He's going to get you over the game line. And then with the backs, so you got the likes of Balakoon, James Hume, who I was quite surprised was dropped last week, but obviously comes back into the team this week. And let's have a look at some of your comments, opinions on the Toulouse game. Well, I thought Dupont was absolutely unreal. Dupont's just ridiculous at the minute. He's so good. But I thought Cardiff actually fronted up okay. And I thought on another day, a couple of other opportunities where they had a bit of knock-ons here and there could have been a little bit closer, but we expected Toulouse to win that game. We're not too far away from kickoff. Let me ask you an interesting question. What does your head say as a prediction, and what does your heart say as a prediction for this game?
I think my head says it's going to be 1.3 points to Clermont, a win. But I think my heart's saying Ulster always by maybe 5 to 6, 7 points in my opinion. But it's the way that's all going. It can be very tight. Who knows if Ulster? I want Ulster to show up, Brandon, in this game. You know what I mean? This game, because we Ulster fans, we want to try and get a home quarter final, as well, or home last round of 16 game, because those are the things we want. It gets the atmosphere going. You know what I mean? And it creates a buzz. You know what I mean? That progresses you on to the next 3 stages, which is potentially the semi-finals of the European Cup, and that's what I want from these group stages games from Ulster. I want them to actually go out and give it their all, and but it's fair to say I wouldn't be pissed off if we lost it, unlike last week, for a reason. Do you know why? It's because I've seen this before, but Ulster can rectify themselves, like maybe against likes of Northampton and Clermont at home, before we get into the knockout stages. I think that's what Ulster needs, because Ulster are up against the likes of these big European teams like Leinster, Toulouse, Bordeaux, and Saracens, Leicester Tigers as well. So there's fans who want to complain if they want to complain but not winning any silverware. But for Ulster, it's all about getting to the best place as possible, in terms of tournaments and what have you, and maybe even a Challenge Cup if we wanted to. That's how I see it as an Ulster fan, Brandon. I mean? But I think this game is going to be big, very big in terms of how Ulster do it, and I want to get the win because I want a home quarter final. So I do.
Yeah, I think this game really could be quite a a landmark in Ulster's season. If you can go away to Clermont, yes, Clermont aren't having the greatest season in the top 14, but it's still a very difficult place to go. It's well known that it's a tough place to go. If you can go away and get a win in this game away at Clermont, Dwayne Vermeulen's first game, if he can have a good game, John Cooney can run things at 9, Balogun can get ball in the open space a little bit, then I think this could be a massive statement, couldn't it?
Yeah, I mean, but you have to remember, we'll also have to go away to Northampton as well. You know what I mean? They'll be up for that game as well, to be fair. So, but if there's anything I would criticise from Ulster, though, is if you remember, whenever we said about Billy Burns, now, Billy Burns for me is a decent fly half. Whenever we signed him, I took it because we needed a fly half. I don't mean we figured we had a fly half that was going to, because remember the whole Paddy Jackson incident. I'm not even going to get into that. But we brought in Billy Burns and he's done a decent job. But I think Billy Burns for me, if you watch his kicking brand, it's absolutely poor. Even if he's not going for the kick goal, the way he gets in the touch, it's just so poor. You expect a fly half to even make better ground in terms of the ball going into touch, but if you would have put Ian Madigan in there, I'm sure Ian Madigan would have done a much better job of Burns doing. Not no offense to Burns, but actually Madigan did it before, and he's much better on the ball than what Burns is. But what pisses me off is why Madigan's not even on the bench.
Is he injured or is he just not on the bench?
No, he's not injured at all. He's just being.
Oh, okay.
He's probably about 33, but he doesn't. You shouldn't be looking at them at their age, Brandon. It's the case of how they're playing. Now, I guess Michael Larry can play 10, but is that a risk? That's the thing. So if you went for me and Madigan, I'm sure Madigan would do a much better job of Burns. I just don't get what I see in time for him, picking Burns, especially in this guy. When I saw Burns on that lineup, I was pissed off because I just know Burns is not going to have good games tonight. It's not because he's a good player. I definitely agree he's a good player, but I think his kicking it needs to massively improve if he wants to stay at this club. But that's why I feel personally, nothing against him at all,
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how he gets on. So you're backing Ulster to win by 3 to 5 points or so, what are you saying? What's your kick? Can you give me a prediction?
I mean, I think about it's going to be a high scoring game. Clermont are going to turn up. So I think 30 to 26 points for us.
Ooh, that will be a good game. I think Clermont are going to win. I'm sorry to say, I think Clermont are going to win. I think it's going to be. I think it's going to be very close. I'm going to say 28-25 to Clermont, but it could go either way. Could certainly go either way. Let's have a look at what the poll is saying. The poll is saying Ulster. 67% of you think that Ulster are going to win this one. So a lot of Ulster fans, I'm sure, in the chat, do get involved in the chat as well. Hit the like button as well. There are 25 people currently watching. We've only got 11 likes. Let's see if we can get that up. Hit the like button and subscribe as well to the channel. And really excited to see how this one goes. Tomorrow we're going to do another watch along. We can do Ospreys against Sale Sharks. My team, the Ospreys. Let's hope we can get a win in that. So do join me for that one. What do you want to see in the first 20 minutes from Ulster? What's really important that Ulster get right early on, do you think?
I think it's defence and attacking as well. Yes, the defence. If you look at what I said a lot of times at the Leicester game was how we ended up winning the game. It's all those things coming together now, but actually scoring a few tries. I think Ulster need a few tries, Brandon, going forward. Because yes, of course we got 2 tries against Leicester. We got a penalty try against Ospreys. A little bit poor last week. The attack. I want the attack to do well today. So I hope the attack is much better than what it has been over the past few times because we need to improve on it definitely.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a really fascinating game. We're ready for kickoff. Wayne Barnes is the man in the middle. I'm all set to kick off. We'll try and sync up our times together, but I'll let you know once I'm about to kick off. I'm pretty much just kicking off now. That's where I am.
Yeah, I've kicked off now. So I've kicked off I'm at about 13 seconds in now.
Okay, so I'm at 13 seconds now.
No, that's not too bad.
No, not at all. And off we go then. So Ulster on the early attack here.
Okay. Here we go.
Going very quick. Ulster playing in their red. And the penalty advantage to Ulster. Okay. Clermont's playing in their white. Michael Lowry gets the ball out. McElroy carries. Penalty, no advantage there. What are you thinking here? Going for the points straight away?
Well, you've seen last week when we were on the watch long. We've seen Ulster make stupid decisions and not go for posts. So take the points. Just take the points, Ulster. Just don't make anything stupid, because if you go for touch now, you're I mean, especially with your attack lately, you're not gonna. It's a risk. So take the points, settle it down, and then get into the game.
Yeah, absolutely.
And there we go.
And it's right in front of the post as well, so you might as well take the points. But good to see Ulster going on the front foot, and they are going to take the points. John Cooney is going to take it. So interesting to see that Ulster really going for it early on. I think the important thing to do as well, it's a difficult place to go, Clermont. So you want to quieten the crowd as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
And that's really important. Well, Cooney's going to get this, you'd hope.
Oh, yeah. Come on.
In front of the post. I think me and you, Stephen, could get this, to be honest.
Yep. 3 points.
I'd hope so.
Yes,
and there we go. John Cooney adds the 3. So Ulster taking early lead here. Ulster 3, Clermont 0. Really positive start from the away team. Happy with that, Stephen?
Yep, I'm happy with that, but there's still a long way to go. You know what I mean? 3 points on the board. Let's go.
Very, very long. So important they get a good exit here. First game in the Cup, in the Champions Cup for both teams. Hanrahan, of course, former Munster man, playing at 10 for Clermont these days. And off we go again, the restart.
Oh, we're giving away a penalty here. Oh, wow.
And giving away a penalty at the breakdown. Dwayne Vermeulen, probably with his first touch of the ball. Damien Penaud with a big impact there.
Oh, why? My.
Dwayne Vermeulen's first touch of the ball for Ulster.
And Clermont are going for it here. For touch.
They are indeed. They're going to go to the corner, ignoring the easy 3 points. So let's see how they get on from this line out. Are they going to go for a maul? Be interesting to see.
Oh, per line out. Also get the ball back by Dwayne Vermeulen.
They do indeed. It's a really, really poor line out.
Okay.
And a chance here for Ulster to clear their lines.
Yeah,
they'll go through the forward to start with.
Yeah, just clear lines. Don't do anything stupid here.
And Cooney, I think, will look to box kick this one away.
Still in.
Which he does.
Yep.
And it's out. Oh, no, it's still in. And good defence from Ulster. Really good defence there from them, pushing them out. And they will get the line out. It's really good defence. Good intensity there, isn't there? You got to say. And let's have a look at some of the comments. Karma Peach is back. Hope you're doing well out in Switzerland watching this one. Hope Clermont are like Swiss cheese, full of holes. And a great start to the game indeed. Really good intensity from Ulster.
Yeah, go on, Herman.
So line out to Ulster. One very well. Goes to the front. And another advantage to Ulster. 4 minutes, gone in this one. Cooney gets it out. McCluskey caught in no man's land a little bit, but they'll come back for the original penalty.
There we go. That's nothing.
It's been a good start for Ulster, but Clermont, quite a few penalties coming into this one early on.
I seriously thought, but as soon as the ball was kicked off, we wouldn't get the try. That was our record, Brandon, I think. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway.
Chancey. Big kick. Puts it down towards the 22.
All right, it's all right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Chance here now for Ulster to build something.
Yeah, I don't get why Ergo Sullivan's on the side. There was no word of him being injured.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything. I watched the press conference earlier in the week and didn't hear anything about that. So here we go, though. The driving maul set up by Ulster. It starts to move forward slowly. And Warwick. The ball is there, though, for Cooney.
Come on, Ulster.
Out it comes Dwayne Vermeulen, and already making an impact. Good carry from him.
Penalty. Let's go.
Another penalty. Not rolling away off his feet. Off his feet there. So chance here for Ulster to go wide. Billy Burns out to Balakoon.
All right, come on.
And there we go. Take the points again, would you?
Yep. Have to.
Yeah, take points. I think the important thing for Ulster, we saw it with the game last night between Racing and Northampton. Northampton just gave away really silly penalties early on, And Racing just took the points every single time and built that scoreboard up and just had that breathing space, had like a 12-point breathing space. So I think that's really important for us if they can just get that little bit of space, because there is going to be a time in the game where Clermont are going to be the most dominant. They're at home. They're in front of their own fans. There's going to be a point in the game where they are dominant. So you want to build up that lead as much as possible.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, if you don't go for points in this stage of the game, then I don't know what you're on. I don't know what people are smoking, but
so John Cooney with a chance to double Ulster's lead, right in front of the post, probably about 23 or 4 meters out.
This is weird how Ulster weren't doing this last week. Still, well done, Cooney. Well done.
It's a great kick from John Cooney, and Clermont are now 6-0 down. Ulster leading by 6 points to 0 away from home. Brilliant start from Ulster. It's been a perfect start, really, taking their chances. There we are, the Ulster rugby fans flying the flag.
Is that the guy who's behind me in the Leicester game? It has to be that jacket he was wearing. Oh, wow.
Not a bad place to go watch rugby in the south of France.
Go on.
He's bounced loose there. Well taken by McCluskey. The chance here for Ulster. They'll go through the forwards, though. And Clermont a little bit all over the place early on here.
Yeah, they are.
Ulster potentially have them rattled. Billy Burns, good hands. Finds James Hume.
You've got to get the attack going here, Ulster. Come on.
McCluskey carries well. It's been a solid start from Ulster. They've certainly been the better side early on here.
Oh.
Just about to hit the 8-minute mark. Cooney will send this one up.
Okay. They've got the ball back.
And it's well taken in the air for Clermont. And they'll go through their forwards now, just outside the 10-meter line. And they're going to kick this one downfield.
Oh, what a tackle.
Indeed, great tackle on Michael Lowry. Ball bounces out, but it is there for Balakoon. Coon gets it out.
Cooney with a box kick.
Yeah, I think he's going to send this one up as well. The thing is, there's nothing wrong with playing this way, I don't think. You know, you've got to play in the right areas of the pitch. If nothing's on, nothing's working that way. Potential push in the back there, but Timoney picks it up.
Aye.
You know, if Ulster can get this one wide, there might be a bit of space there.
Go on, Balakoon.
Lovely cross kick. Rob Balakoon manages to hold on to it just about. Gets it out, Michael Lowry.
Go on,
lovely
Jim.
dance to beat.
Go on.
Ball into Hume.
Well done.
Hume inside. And it's been knocked on in the tackle there.
No, it's still going. Still going.
Oh, still going, sorry. Here we go. Ball out wide. Billy Burns flies it. Dwayne Vermeulen. Good tackle from him. Ball is still there, though, for this. And it's thrown out by Billy Burns in the end. But not a bad passage of play there from Ulster. Ulster with really good intensity, I must say so.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
You've been impressed early on? First 10 minutes?
Oh, definitely. And this is what I want to see. But like last week, we need to do it for the whole game, Brandon, you know what I mean? And not just go sleep after the 30th minute.
Yeah, I've been really impressed by James Hume. That run there. Really got a question why he was dropped last week, but
I know.
Really impressive from him. So line out to Clermont just outside their own 22. They do win the line out. And they're going to box.
Pick it up there.
McElroy with a bit of time gives it to Lowry, who sends it back down. All the way down.
Box kick.
Kick tennis.
Kick tennis. that doesn't go anywhere, man.
Balakoon looks up, sends the kick over. He's got a bit too much on it. It's not a bad kick at all.
No.
And kicked off by Clermont, and I think you'd have to say Ulster won that kick battle there.
They have.
And a chance for Ulster to build something from here.
What is it?
So a very good start from Ulster early on, I must say.
I know.
And I think the thing that's been spoken about, not to try and stereotype Ulster too much, but there's been this big thing about Ulster. They get to finals, they've done really well to get there. And then in the final, they kind of bottle it, or they choke, or they fall at the last hurdle. And it's really important that, you know, this competition is something they could go quite deep in, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh,
James Hume, lovely break.
Come on.
Lovely inside, James Hume into Michael Lowry. Lovely inside ball. John Cooney surely has to score 5 metres short. Dwayne Vermeulen is not Vermeulen for the line.
We still have it.
David Ray.
Go on. Come on, Ulster.
1 metre short. Cooney with the ball at the base of the scrum. Feeds the big forwards.
I think they held up here.
They've held it up there.
Oh.
A big effort from Ulster.
Oh, so
close.
close.
I think Cooney was going to score. Lovely feet from James Hume again, making the break.
Oh my goodness.
Standing in this first 10 minutes. Michael Lowry, lovely offload to Cooney. And maybe Cooney stepped the wrong way. If he'd gone the other way, maybe he'd have been in. But
yeah, I should have went the other way, man. I think because all right, here we go.
Very promising. Lowry once again from the restart.
Penalty Ulster.
Indeed, it is. Opportunity here for Ulster potentially to take the points, but a free play as well.
Well done. Come on.
And Cooney looks a little kick, but nothing will come from it. So I'm sure.
Take your points. Take your points.
Take the points. Would you say again?
Take the points, Cooney, all day long.
What have you made of Dwayne Vermeulen's performance so far?
It's been really encouraging to see that there's glimpses of him that we're coming to see for when he's playing for Ulster now. But he needs to keep that up for the whole night. Then we can judge him.
Yeah. Cooney going for the post as well, taking the option to take the points. It's been a really good performance.
Now here's the Ulster playing small here, but they could have done it last week. You
know. I'm glad you didn't against us, to be honest.
Oh wow.
Would you say to me at the minute? This is up there, maybe even better than the performance against Leinster so far. I think this has been. Is this the best performance of the season so far? Would you say?
I'll have to say that in the second half because I know how we played against Leinster, and I need to see this. Let the first half play out, then I never know what judges.
So Cooney with the chance to make it 9-0, and he's got it as well. He's hit it beautifully, and Ulster are 9-0 ahead against Clermont in the south of France. A perfect start for Ulster. All that's needed now is a try. And already, is it too early to say that the next score is quite important in this game?
I think it is because you want to get as many points on the board, and you don't want Clermont to come back to the game. But even I don't know. You would say if Ulster were going to try, that would add up to maybe 15 points that Clermont would be out of the game.
Yeah.
I think Ulster in this situation against Munster in that famous quarterfinal win where they were 22-0 up at half time. And then the second half, Munster came back, but we ended up winning by 22 points to 19. So you just never know.
Indeed. Ulster cleared their lines. John Cooney, good kick from him.
Here's a question, Brandon. If you saw Clermont and Northampton going up against each other, who would you say would win that battle? Because I know we have to play with Northampton away. That's going to have to be crucial as well. So I would have to look over that game.
I think, well, judging on the way Northampton played last night, you'd back Clermont to win every day of the week because last night Northampton was shocking. They were woeful, absolutely awful, just dropping off tackles, weren't there whatsoever. Ulster have actually turned that line out over. There's an opportunity to go wide. But I think Northampton, when things are clicking, they probably are a little bit better than Clermont, maybe. I just feel like some of the French sides have this ability to do something really stupid in the middle of the game, and they lack that little bit of discipline. But maybe that's a bit of an old-fashioned view on the game. I'm not too sure. But last night, honestly, Northampton were shocking last night. Absolutely shocking. Although Racing were good, I don't think Racing were that good.
And then, like the Racing are one of those French teams, and to give a badging like to Northampton, you know what I mean? it's it was quite like you think Northampton put up a better performance at home. Do you know what I mean? But I wasn't impressed. But when Northampton comes to Ulster, I think Ulster will. I don't think Northampton, they may have a game, but it depends. I think with James Bruin coming in next week, it's going to be really hard for Northampton to come to a noisy Ravenhill and try and do that.
I think the big thing as well is Dan Biggar went off injured yesterday, and it looked quite as potentially serious injury. So he definitely, I'd be surprised if he's available anytime soon.
It didn't get any worse, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Very, very true. So scrum here to Ulster then. A brilliant start for Ulster in this opening 16 and a bit minutes. Yeah, and the ball is there for Cooney, who gets it out. Balakoon, quick ball, and that's really quick ball. Billy Burns gets it out. Hume into Michael Lowry.
Right.
And McElroy is tackled out. But Ulster really are having good speed of ball here. James Hume, some of the breaks he's making is quite impressive, I've got to say. And it's a line out to Clermont.
Sorry if I would have cut out there, Brandon, if my connection was a bit sort of iffy. But
it's okay. You're
wondering why, because I'm not downstairs, you see, I'm up in my room and it doesn't have the best, but it's going good so far, which is good.
It's all good. It's all good.
I'll message you if it all works, but I don't think it will.
Nah, you're all good. You look good. Right. Clermont managed to clear it away from the box kick. Chance for Ulster to run McElroy. Bit of space out wide. Rob Balakoon straightens up, runs through the gap, tackled on the 22. There's a chance to go wide. Billy Burns steps inside. McCluskey.
Go on.
Clermont's a little bit all over the place at the minute.
This is...
Clermont's offside? No? I thought they were offside there, I've got to say. Slowed down a little bit now, but it's still there. Billy Burns looks up, tries to throw it over. Damien Penaud manages to intercept it.
It's these little things, Brandon, that I don't like.
I think it's really encouraging, though, if you are Ulster. Really, really encouraging, because I've got to say, Clermont just look all over the place. Damien Penaud trying to dance his way through, tackled, big tackle coming in on him. And penalty, though, to Clermont at the breakdown there. And a chance for us all to have a breather.
Well, to be fair, at least we're kicking the points over and not going for touch.
Honestly, though, Clermont are all over the place defensively. They really are. The space start opening up. Yannick, hope you're doing well, mate. Good to see you in the chat. As always, Clermont not in the game yet. Great start for Ulster. Indeed it is. I've got to say, I think Ulster have been fantastic to start with. And already, Dwayne Vermeulen's making a difference, making big carries, leading from the front. I can't believe he signed him. It's such a good signing, honestly.
It's making a lot of teams jealous around the provinces, but...
It is such a good signing, isn't it? And I think it's the next step for Ulster, isn't it? It's really the next step that, at the minute, I think Irish rugby's in a really good place at the minute, especially the provinces. And it's just that next step to get you to that next level, to get you at the top of European rugby.
If you look at both all the four provinces at the moment, Connacht were they thrashed Ulster in the Viva, you remember, and we went to Leinster to beat them. And I think the way we're saying this is the Irish provinces are kind of doing well at the moment than other teams. I think Edinburgh up there among the tables as probably one of the best, but I think you're starting to see this much better performances from the Irish provinces. I hope it continues because that only benefits the national team, Brandon. You know what I mean? Especially for this World Cup, that we need to get past the hoodoo of that quarter final. I'm telling you.
Indeed, they're just looking at a tackle here. It's a high tackle, but is it contact with the head? This could be quite. This might be a yellow. I think this is going to be a yellow.
So this is another Ulster hooker going off again.
John, I think we're going to see a yellow card here. Well, or maybe not.
Oh, right.
Oh, I think it's just a penalty.
Phew.
Very, very close.
We probably would have had to, if Aaron was to get Simba, we would have been on Andrew, I think, and take off one of the props, I think.
Yeah. But just a penalty there, maybe a little bit lucky.
Yes,
but we don't complain. We don't complain. So line out here then to Clermont. I'm looking at it here.
Oh.
I think that's a yellow. I think that
Yeah.
should be a yellow card. What do you think?
Yeah, if you look at it, that did look like a very, very high tackle around the neck. You know, I can't deny that.
So here come Clermont's first chance for them to attack.
Clermont.
A little bit of space out wide. Balakoon misses his tackle though. There's a chance here, and it's knocked on though. Really good defensive cover from Balakoon and scrum to Ulster. But first time we've seen Clermont attack there and playing some lovely stuff. Lovely pass from Hanrahan, I think it was. Balakoon getting shoved off, but he.
Oh no, you can't let him, get over because it felt like Clermont were going to run over, like that. But I think he's not on.
It's a really good covering tackle actually from Balakoon there. Just to let people know, in the other game tonight, Perpignan are playing against the Dragons, and Dragons are leading by 6 points to 0 out in France. Sam Davis has added 2 penalties there, so that's the current score out in France. And then the other score in the Challenge Cup today saw Edinburgh beat Saracens 21-18.
Whoa! Was this where home?
It was a big result, that, and Saracens played their strongest team, really, to be honest. So it's a huge result.
Look at this run! Look at this run! Look at this run!
Look at this run from Michael Lowry, bursts through the gap. What support has he got? He goes alone, maybe not the right decision. John Cooney has it, though. Is there a chance to go wide here for Ulster?
Oh, no, knocked on again.
Oh, knocked on there.
Oh, my goodness.
Once again, Ulster, though.
It's these little things like Brandon, do you know what I mean? You give the ball back to Clermont and, something last week, but at least we're taking the points. But, oh, my. Michael Lowry should have, she should have acted there and given it to someone else. Should
have given it to McElroy on his left side, really, probably. But, I mean, the Clermont defence is all over the place at the minute. It really is. There's just so much space.
On the positives, if you take out of it, we can actually get at this defence unlike previous times, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and the thing is, Ulster want to throw the ball about. They want to run with the ball. So it's suiting the way Ulster want to play down to a T, really. So it's just very, very comfortable.
I think Dan McFarlane wasn't pleased with last week, so I'm freaking hoping he looked at this game today because we freaking showed up today.
Indeed. So we're going to have a reset of the scrum halfway through this first half. 22 minutes gone. Just over halfway through.
Sorry, Brandon, were Edinburgh at home today or were they away?
Away. It's a big result, that, isn't it? Big result.
Yeah, but what I don't get is, are Saracens coming off the back of promotion from that, second division of the English Premiership and then coming up and then get into that Challenge Cup?
Yeah, they get into the Challenge Cup because they won the championship, basically.
Yeah,
so that's how it went.
The players that Saracens have got, you think Saracens would beat Edinburgh, but no offense, that's a bit of a shocker, I mean, honest with you.
Yeah. I mean, Edinburgh, as you would know, have been really good this season in the URC. They've been absolutely brilliant. But still, I mean, just reading some of the names that were playing for Saracens today. So you got Elliot Daly played, Good played, Max Malins played, Maka Vunipola played, Itoje played, Earl played, Billy Vunipola played. So there's a lot of really good players there who played today.
Yeah. I think the team of the English Premiership at the moment is Leicester Tigers.
Oh, yeah, definitely. They beat Bordeaux today, didn't they? And really good result for them. And, of course, they've won every single game this season.
Go on, give it.
What a lovely from McCluskey through the gap. What support has he got? He gives it to Cooney. Cooney tackled a really good covering tackle coming in. And he needs support. Timoney gets it there. Here come Ulster. A try now would really be something that they deserve. Billy Burns, Lowry out wide here. Slowed down a little bit. Michael Lowry's down injured. A bit of a concern. Hopefully he's okay and able to carry on. Cooney gets out. Ulster still playing here. Billy Burns.
Come on, Ulster.
Cooney looks up, assesses his options.
This is another bit. Come on, Hume. Well done, Hume. Come on.
James Hume is having a fantastic game as he gets into the 22. Go wide, surely.
Oh, why is it not going
McCluskey
wide?
into Billy Burns. Tackled about 10 metres short now.
It's a penalty anyway. Come on. Yes.
To Ulster, though.
Oh.
Wow. How good are you playing right now? This is amazing.
It is amazing, yeah. It is. But the thing that's a positive, we're getting after their defense and they can't cope with Brandon. We're definitely struggling, but definitely.
I think the speed of ball that you're getting, the way you can recycle the ball so quickly, and Cooney, fair play to him, is getting the ball out very quickly. Hume is making so many breaks. McCluskey is making breaks. Is Lowry going off, or is he okay? I think he's okay to carry on. James Hume, though, look at that step.
God, yes, James Hume. Why? I'll tell you something. If he wasn't, it's so surprising that we didn't have him on the side last week. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was so confused about that, especially after the way he played against Leinster. Nathan Doak is not on yet. He is on the bench, but I'm sure we'll see him later on in the game. But Cooney's having a very good game at 9 as well. But what's the decision here, do you think? Do you go for the corner? Do you put your foot down? Or do you think you're going to go for the points, just keep building the score up?
I would take the option of both, I think. It's a tight angle, so I wouldn't be mad if I go for the points from here. So, yes, like I predicted, go for touch.
Going for touch here then. 27 people currently watching. Make sure to hit the like button, subscribe as well if you haven't done so already as we push towards 2,300 subs. I am going to drop a link right now as Ulster are on the attack to Stephen's channel. Make sure to head over there and subscribe as well. As Dwayne Vermeulen wins the line out, the maul is set.
Oh, well done, man.
Trying to push over here.
Go on, Hearn.
Herring pushes and picks and goes.
Go on.
Ulster trying to really set their dominance here. 5 metres out now.
Come on, advantage, yes.
Wide, Dwayne Vermeulen, advantage to Ulster. Could there potentially be a yellow card on the way for Clermont? It's been a brilliant start from the away side. They are just 2 metres shy. John Cooney looks up, gives it into his forward. And it's in for... Oh, McCluskey scored! What a start! What a performance from Ulster. Ulster getting the try they deserve. What a try that is for Ulster. As David Topping says, Ulster playing with no fear. McCluskey crashes over. Wow. You've been amazing so far. What do you make of that?
This is one of the best first halves I've seen. My goodness. Brilliant.
Ulster lead by 14 points to 0. It's been a brilliant start to the game. An absolutely fantastic performance. McCluskey crashing over his power, getting them over. And Cooney with a chance to add 2 points now as Ulster. Wow, what a performance from them.
Yes, I think it was coming up to 10 years ago today. I remember watching Ulster in that first half. This is similar vibes I'm getting off this game here.
Honestly, I don't think I've seen Ulster play this well in
a
while. I must say, like this season for sure. So
I think.
John Cooney.
Sorry, I was going to say it's Dwayne Vermeulen that's been making the difference, and it's James Hume making the difference, and taking the points when we needed to be as well. Yeah,
James Hume has been absolutely brilliant. Cooney adds the 2, and so Ulster lead by 16 points to 0. What a performance so far from the away side. As I said just before, McCluskey rudely interrupted me with his try. I'm going to drop a link to Stephen's channel now in the chat. Make sure to head over there and subscribe. There will be, of course, a match reaction straight after this game. So head over there and subscribe. We're ready for that. Yes. What a performance from Ulster so far.
Oh, I know.
Brilliant performance. Let's get into some of your comments. Freddie Clark, hope you're doing well. Been a good day. Tigers, of course, have beaten Bordeaux. And McCluskey scores. That's amazing. Absolutely, it is. Great performance so far.
Oh, wow.
Clermont really need to wake up in this game. They've been all over the place, you got to say.
Oh, go on! Oh, my God. Is it...
Oh, the intercept!
No.
Oh, it's been called back.
Oh.
What's it been called back for?
It was not gone from the Ulster.
Oh, a moment there. Ulster may have thought they were in James Hume, just like he did against Leinster a couple of weeks ago. Almost thought that he...
That James Hume, man, I'm telling you. James Hume played
He's
for my
been
hometown
so
in
good.
That James Hume played for my hometown, Banbridge RFC. I've seen him come through.
Oh wow!
I'm telling you something. If he was to go over again like that, he
Hmm.
would definitely start no matter what for Ulster. You know, going.
Yeah, absolutely. Are you surprised that he's not involved in the Ireland squad that much?
And I wasn't really surprised because you have the likes of Gary Ringrose, Diaki, Robbie Hanshaw ahead of him, maybe Stuart McCluskey, and who else? Chris Farrell. Then there's no complaint. There's definitely depth there, and you can't complain about that,
Exactly. Let's have a look at some more of your comments. Karma Pete says, I need a pint of Guinness and an Ulster fry. And that's an incredible score, absolutely. And a brilliant try from McCluskey. Hume playing out of his skin. Balakoon being well marked. Clermont still a threat there. That's very true. They are a very good side. But like Ulster have just been on another level.
I would say the same. You cannot play this Clermont side down if you're away from home.
Absolutely. I don't think it's too early to say next score. It's really important. If Ulster can get another try before half-time, then it means Clermont are really going to have to come at Ulster, which opens the game up, which suits the way Ulster want to play. So it's really important that Ulster keep things tight in defence, but still look to speed the game up because Clermont can't deal with it at the minute.
I know they can't. Is there defence we can trigger? Definitely. I think the next score for Ulster will definitely decide how they go going forward in this match. You've heard it from
Absolutely. And an incredible performance so far from Ulster. Probably the performance of the weekend so far. Wow. As we head towards the final 10 minutes of this first half.
I just want to shout out to Rob Herring here. Because he's been put into third choice for Ireland because of Dan Sheehan and Ronan Gallagher's progression. But I'll tell you something. Rob Herring's still a great player. And you know what? The depth in the hooker position for Ireland is insane, man. I'm telling you.
Absolutely. It is. Dan Sheehan came off the bench today. It was brilliant. Ronan Gallagher got a try today as well. And now Herring having a fantastic game, I've got to say.
This is really, really, really. Because I think about it, whenever if you get the next try that takes you up to 22 points, it guarantees you a good position. You remember when Ireland played New Zealand, they lost the game. There were some restrictions, but Ulster, when they went to Munster, had like that at halftime. And it's something to definitely back. You just don't want to hope you end up flopping in the second half for some reason.
Absolutely. Well, the thing for Ulster now, the important thing is that they just keep doing what they're doing, keep it simple, keep their discipline, which they've done really, really well. And, it's really on Clermont to come and play now. They need to come out and play a little bit more. I'm a Leinster fan, but I have a lot of time for Ulster. They play a great style. I think them and Edinburgh probably play the best style in the URC. Them and Edinburgh, I'd say. Ulster and Edinburgh play the best styles. Here comes Clermont. No. Big ball carrier in the number 7. Lovely offload.
Yes, come on,
great tackle from Michael Lowry. Huge tackle. And a penalty as well to Ulster. Offred speed. Great defensive work right there from Leinster. From Ulster. Not Leinster. Sorry, Ulster. I've just watched Leinster, so it's in my head.
Ulster, Leinster, Conor Munster will play each other, when it needs to be in a rivalry, but we're all as one. We're all as one.
Yeah.
It's all right.
Exactly. Absolutely.
No.
Big number 7 is massive.
What I would say from a Clermont perspective is, you see the positions they get into, but you look unimpressed by Clermont how they're doing at the moment. Right? It's really
great tackle from Michael Lowry there. Huge tackle.
Big up Michael Lowry as well.
Yeah, definitely. Okay. So we're nearly at half time now.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
Ulster.
Here's the thing, Brandon. Whenever we got this penalty here out of the lineup, but Billy Burns probably did another poor kick there. That's what's going on, do you know what I mean?
No. Ball is there for Cooney to clear this one away. 7 minutes to go until the break. It's been a brilliant performance from Ulster. You've got to say, chance here though for Clermont.
There's a
little bit of space out wide. Okay. Damien Pinot looks up and picks. He's been very, very quiet today.
Nice.
Lowry, what's he doing? Kicking out.
What's he doing?
Bit nervy there.
I think it hit off a Clermont player there.
I think it did. I want to say it did. Let's have a look here. Excuse me.
No.
No, so straight out from Lowry. So
He should just let touch it down there.
Yeah.
In my opinion. Oh.
So line out to Clermont's first chance really for them to properly attack in the 22. About 6 minutes to go until half time here.
You don't want to concede a try here.
No, definitely not. Line out is set. They get it straight out. Clermont looking to get their big ball carriers involved.
Show your defense here.
Good, solid defense.
No.
They just about managed to hold the man short of the line. This is really important moments in the game for Ulster.
Oh my goodness.
The ball is slow, but it's there. Advantage to Clermont now. Pressure beginning to build upon Ulster. They go for the cross kick, but it's not going to work. I don't think he's got it down.
Are you sure? I think he's got that down. I don't know.
They're going to have a look at this. Damien Penaud maybe has scored for Clermont. He might have been offside, though. He's either offside or has he got the grounding down. They are going to check this. What do you think, Stephen?
I don't know. I mean, if I look in here, hold on. He got it down. No, he definitely got it down. Is it the case if he's offside? Hold on. Did he get it down? Oh, he got it down.
Yeah, he definitely gets it down. The question is he onside? But the angle of the camera isn't really helping us.
No.
The finish is brilliant.
Oh, this is what you didn't want, potentially, you know.
No, They're just trying to get an angle to have a look to see if Damien Penaud. The grounding's fine.
Oh, it's fine.
The problem is that they can't get the angle to see whether he's onside or not, because my initial reaction was I was probably off.
Yeah.
It's definitely a good grounding. Yeah, he gets that down, doesn't he? I agree with David. Dave Topping there. It will be a try. I don't know why they're still looking at this.
Why is it? No.
To me, this is a clear try.
Wow.
Will they check and see if he's knocked it on with his hands, maybe?
I think they're looking at it if he's knocked on with his right hand here. Hold on.
Why are they double checking it?
This is really weird and madness.
It's just so obviously a try. You know, you can't see if he's onside or not. So you got to scrap that out of the way. The grounding is good.
I know.
It's a try. He's pushed it down with his arms and with his chest as well.
It's a try. It's a try. It's a definite try there.
And the try is finally given after way too long from the TMO. And as a true filter says there, need as many points as possible against the French. Yes, it's a frustration, but you'd still have a 10-point, close to a 10-point gap. But it's not the easiest kick at all.
Yeah, so you hope as an Ulster fan he misses this because you know, he doesn't get the 7. But we're still like, oh, JJ Hanrahan, oh my goodness, didn't know he played for Clermont.
Yeah, he's at Clermont these days. He kicks.
What a kick.
It's a lovely kick from the former Munster man. Clermont 7, Ulster 5. We said that the next score was really important in this one. And Clermont are the team that have got it. It's a great score from Damien Penaud. And we highlighted him before the game and said this guy could be really important. And he's so proven to be so.
I think for Ulster now, you maybe get a score before halftime. I think that we need to do
one penalty or something like that. I think the big thing for Ulster is, you know, not to panic. They've played really, really well. They've been the better side by a long way. Probably should have more points on the scoreboard. But They have been absolutely brilliant, and they're still leading by 9 points, you know, so there is still a decent gap there.
Yeah.
So 6 minutes to go until half time now. Don't forget, our half time will take a quick 2-minute break, and we'll be back to have a look at that first half and look forward to the second half. As Ulster have possession around about the halfway line here.
We got a penalty. We got a penalty. Let's go. Come on.
Penalty to Ulster. I don't think Cooney can kick it from this distance, so you're going to put this in the corner, you'd think.
Right. You would put it into the corner, yes, but do you know what? If Cooney's willing to do it, and if he gets it over, oh my goodness, what absolute brills to do it.
Aye. We'll have a look. What will the decision be? I think you'd go for the corner. I just think it's that little bit too far out for him. Balakoon did go down, yeah, didn't he? Quite heavily in that tackle.
Stuart Moore, I don't know. I'm just thinking about him. Is he okay?
It is Balakoon who is down his shoulder. He looks in quite a bit of pain. Oh, he's tipped onto his shoulder. I don't think there's anything wrong with the tackle, but he has been tipped onto his shoulder there. Are they going to have a look at this?
Are they?
I think they are. I think Wayne Barnes has signalled to the TMO to have a look at this.
Yeah. And so I'm just thinking in the case of who to bring on, because I don't think we have a winner on the bench.
Let's have a look at what the options are on the bench.
I think it's Stuart Moore, or what do you call him? Stuart Moore. Who else? Sean Reedy. Sean Reedy's a flanker, though. That's the thing.
Aye.
How do we work this? That's the thing.
Well, they're having a look at this tackle. They are checking it. For me, I don't think there's all that much in it, because I think the question is there enough control when he takes him down? Is there enough control? Because, you know, True Filter says a good thing over horizontal potentially. Talking, is this red or yellow? So there is going to be a card here. So he lifts him. He does tip him dangerously.
No.
I think this is going to be a yellow. I think this is going to be Dave Topping thinks it's yellow as well.
It has to be a card no matter what, I think, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Whatever
yeah, he's tipped him onto his shoulder, driven him into the ground.
The yellow card.
Yellow card is going to be.
It's going to be a yellow card. And again, very clear, rational.
Right decision, my opinion.
Right decision, indeed it is. So a big boost to Ulster. Hopefully, what Balakoon is okay.
Points, wow.
And into the bin, Van Tonder goes.
Yeah, but Balakoon's off at the same time.
Balakoon is off injured, though, which is the biggest concern as well, though.
Whoa, he definitely took a hit.
He looks in quite a bit of pain, discomfort.
So I think the way I see it, you have to put Stuart Moore in the centres with Stuart McCluskey, and you have to not Stuart Moore. Oh, to be fair, I think you put Michael Lowry. If Balakoon
on the wing,
you have to put Lowry or Stuart Moore on the wing, in my opinion.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what Ulster do. We haven't seen who's come on in place.
Well, for me, it has to be Stuart Moore because there's no one else.
So Cooney's going to go for the posts. Absolutely. As Truefield says, shoulders, yellow, head, red, absolutely. And the right decision. First look, I wasn't sure, but then second look, there was no doubt that was a yellow card. You just can't drive players into the ground like that. And you risk injury, and that's what's happened. Balakoon's had an injury, so we want to get rid of that from the game. So 3 minutes to go until half time now. Cooney with a chance to give them a 12-point lead. It will be, if he can get it, going into half time. Who's winning? Ulster are currently winning 16 points to 7 with a chance to go 19 points to 7.
Come on, Cooney.
Big kick here for him.
Go on. Yes. Go on.
Well, it's beautifully struck by John Cooney. And Ulster go up to 19 points to 7. A brilliant performance from Ulster so far. And that little bit of breathing space. Sad to see Balakoon, though, in a sling, which is sad to see.
is.
We're still waiting to see who has come on in his place.
It definitely has to be like Stuart Murray.
Yeah, definitely. So we've restarted 2 minutes ago until the break now. Clermont have managed to get it from the restart. There is a little bit of space out wide, though. We look up, Hanrahan goes alone. Tackled well, though.
For me, it'd be terrible to give away a try here to them if it'll bring a hard time.
Yeah, you just want to get into half time now in the lead, don't you?
Yeah, they confirmed Stuart Moore's come on.
Yeah, Stuart Moore is on, and that's been knocked on. So chance here potentially for Ulster to counter-attack. McCluskey gets the offload off, fires it out. Michael Lowry tries a little grubber through, hasn't quite come off.
Oh.
And it's kicked back downfield. Heading towards the final minute of this first half has been a fantastic performance. Billy Burns looks for the 50-22. Isn't quite going to get there. Good pressure here from Ulster.
Oh, my goodness.
Clermont stuck in their own half. That's right. Moore has come on for Balakoon to Balakoon off. Hope the injury doesn't seem as serious as it looks. And we are into the final minute now.
No. Oh, my goodness, Burns.
Oh, Lenny bounce there was a bit risky. Billy Burns does try to jump on it. Michael Lowry gets there in the end.
Oh, my God. Give away a penalty.
Can they hold him up? And they have managed to hold him up there. A bit of a mistake there, letting the ball bounce.
Yep. Oh, Burns, what are you?
Yeah, a little bit of confusion who should have taken that. One of them just needs to take it, even if you take the hit afterwards. Letting it bounce was always going to put yourself at risk.
I don't know, man. I mean, that's you don't want this to be terrible to give away a score here. Well, yes, to be fair, it looks like it's gonna be 19-10 that time.
Yeah. So Clermont with a chance. Hanrahan with an opportunity at just before half time now, final kick of the game to bring Clermont back to within 9 points. A chance for him.
Oh, I don't think we needed that. You know what I mean?
Let's see if he can get it.
Yeah, he's got it over.
And he kicks it straight to the post. And that is half time. Clermont 10, Ulster 19. Myself and Stephen are going to take a quick 2-minute break. And we'll be back in a second to discuss that first half. But quickly, in one sentence, really, Stephen, sum up that first half for Ulster. Brilliant performance on the whole.
I think our best first half in the whole season so far. It's been brilliant stuff. Like James Humes, Stuart McCluskey, Jeremy Vermeulen has made a big impact on his debut. Do you know what I mean? It's about keeping that going now. But but you've seen Clermont now come back into this game by 9 after trailing by 9 points. Now for Ulster is not making that lose our heads again like you do against Ospreys, because if you do that, then it shows signs of what you did last week. So all it tells Ulster is don't do anything stupid coming in the second half again. Learn from your mistakes from last week. Go out there and do the same what you did in the first half, and we'll end up winning this game. That's all I have.
Absolutely. So we're going to take a quick 2-minute break. Make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to myself here on BS Rugby. Head over to Stephen's channel, Stephen Somerville Irish Rugby, and subscribe there. And we'll see you back in 2 minutes. Don't go anywhere.
Cheers.
we go. We are back. It is half time out in France between Clermont and Munster. Munster leading by 19 points to 12. What a first half performance, I must say. But Clermont back into the game, but a man down after a yellow card. Really, really good game of rugby. Stephen Somerville is with me. We'll just wait for him to come back. He'll be back shortly, but I hope you are enjoying this watch along this afternoon. And we've already done one today. That's all Leinster beating Bath by 45 points to 20. And then tomorrow, we got another watch along for you folks. Join me live as we do Ospreys against Sales Sharks. Coverage starts at 1:45 with kickoff at 1 o'clock. So join me live for that. And I will drop a link to that actually in the chat ready for later on. So make sure to hit the reminder on that and join me live for my team, the Ospreys. And let's see if we can do something special in that game. So as I said there, do join me live for that. Looking forward to that game indeed. Get your comments, get your thoughts in on that first half in the chat. As always, let me know your thoughts on the first half, what you expect from the second half, your thoughts on the other games today, which we'll have a look at in just a second. So let me just drop the link in. And we'll be live tomorrow from around about 1:45. So it's a lunchtime kickoff. And there is the link in the chat. Make sure to the link and join me live tomorrow afternoon for that one. Very much looking forward to that one. Hopefully, us Ospreys can do something in the game. Hopefully, we can get a win in that one. And let's have a chat about the other games today. I will share my screen with you and we'll go through them together. Let me just go here. And we'll go through them. And then once Stephen is back, we'll have a chat about that first half in a little bit more detail. Let me do it this way. Technology, beautiful. And here we go. So these are the scores from the week. Now, Sean O'Farrell just had a really interesting comment there about the first game that you will see on your screen. It says Tuesday, 7th of December. Now, that's not true, is it, really? Because, of course, Scarlets had to forfeit their game because they couldn't put a squad out for this game because of the situation, obviously, with their team out in South Africa. Now, I have a video coming out next week where I speak to 4 different people on their thoughts on the situation and what have we learned from the situation. So that will come out in the week, looking at the situation for the Scarlets, Munster, Cardiff Rugby and Zebra in a little bit more detail. So that'll be out next week. In terms of this one, obviously, because they had to forfeit, Bristol automatically win 28-0 in this game. And look, it's just not ideal, is it? And there's a lot to be discussed about that. Personally, I think it's a bit harsh. The EPCR did come out and say, look, there's no time to reschedule. There's no time to postpone. So you're just going to kind of have to deal with it. So that's how that game went. Last night, we did a watch-along for this one. Racing beat Northampton Saints 45-14. Northampton were shambolic, were absolutely dreadful. Finn Russell had the play of the Franklin Gardens. It was like his back garden. He could do what he wanted. Vakatawa was brilliant. Valanche was brilliant. Lussault's got a hat-trick. Fiku was fantastic. Racing looked really, really good, but Northampton were woeful. So that's how that one went. Toulouse beat Cardiff. Cardiff obviously decided to go ahead with this game, and they were caught up with the COVID situation now in South Africa. They actually, in the first half, fronted up okay. And in the second half, they were all right. But Antoine Dupont, the guy is just on another level. Rightly won World Player of the Year, in my opinion, and was incredible throughout. So absolutely amazing from Toulouse. They were brilliant tonight. But credit has to go to Cardiff for putting the game on and getting a team out there. And do you know what? The thing is with that, although they lost, the amount of money they would have made from that game with it pretty much being a full house at the Cardiff Arms Park probably makes it worth playing that game. So that was a decent one. Leicester Tigers beat Bordeaux by 16 points to 13 out in France. Leicester Tigers continuing their 100% start to the season. They've not lost a single game this season, either in the Premiership or in the European competition. So they remain unbeaten this season, 16-13. George Ford getting a kick with about 3 minutes to go in that one, giving them the victory out in France. And earlier on, we just did this watch along on Leinster against Bath. Leinster obviously were very, very strong. Bath with a hell of a lot of injuries. Leinster looked like they were going to really pull away at one point in the first half, but they got their bonus point within the first half an hour, something like that. But credit to Bath, who got a couple of tries in the game, got a really nice second try, actually, and fronted up. But as you'd expect, Leinster getting the bonus point and winning that one pretty comfortably. And, of course, now we're looking at Ulster against Clermont, 19 points to 10. And then Exeter Chiefs are going to be playing against Montpellier later on tonight. If we have a look in the Challenge Cup at the fixtures, we saw... let me get it up. Apologies about that. We saw on the right-hand side here, Newcastle beat Worcester last night by 31 points to 26. Lyon beat a very youthful Gloucester by 19 points to 13. Zebra lost at home to Biarritz by 13 points to 26. Their season just goes from bad to worse. There's not won a game yet this season, and to be honest, we're quite surprised they managed to win one. Saracens fell at home against Edinburgh, and Savi's team was actually fairly strong, losing at home by 18 points to 21. At the minute, it is Dragons 6 against Perpignan. That is pretty much half-time in that one, so that doesn't look like it's the greatest game. Pau then welcome London Irish later tonight. That's 9 o'clock in France, 8 o'clock over here. So those are your fixtures, and that is how it is looking at half-time. Sean says they should have dealt with the rugby calendar during 2020, so there'll be rest days for players, making them north and south even. I mean, they should have. Are World Rugby going to do that? Absolutely not. But there we go. Let's welcome Stephen back in. Stephen is ready to jump back in. Stephen, welcome back. Half-time then at 19 points to 12. Mixed feelings at half-time, would you say?
I mean, yes, definitely mixed feelings because, you know, we had the game in our palm of our hands there. And we had a penalty at the end of the first half to have basically a 13-point lead, I think it was. And we have blown it. Clermont have come back into the game under the space of 5 minutes from no points at all, and then they're up to 10 points. And now I fear Ulster are going to blow it in the second half. But, you know, Ulster have been playing so well that you can get at this Clermont defence, you can really go at them. It's a case of Ulster need to keep doing that in the second half round to win this game, in my opinion. Yes, Clermont are going for a bit of a transition period, but we need to, we can't make a silly mistake like that in the last 5 minutes, you know, to go forward with that, because we do, then we're going to let Clermont back in, and you know they could end up winning the game by, like you said, 10 points.
Let's talk about the positives though. James Hume, wow, how good has he been this half?
James Hume, I never know why Dan McFarlane never started him last week against the Ospreys, but James Hume against Leinster and now today, he's been absolutely amazing. He's a generational talent in that centre partnership with Stuart McCluskey now going forward, and he can only improve on that going forward. And I'm just really happy that he's been out the performance, and you know, keep going with that, mate, because you're definitely going to need in the second half.
Absolutely. In the first 10 minutes, let's say, what do you think Ulster need to do to really make sure that they've got a hold on this game? Because again, I feel like the next score is really, really important. You've got a man advantage. Obviously, they had a man sent to the bin for a dangerous tackle on Balakoon. What do you think is the important thing in this next 10 minutes or so?
We can't let them score first. We have to score. We have to score first, maybe by a lot, not just one, like not just by a kick. We need a few kicks, I think, and then maybe a try to go with it. I think that's the way we set ourselves down now. So that's crucial for us now going forward. And you know what, bring it on, because we need to get this win if we're going to have any chance in in a good position.
Aye, indeed. Well, we're ready for the second half. Clermont are just about to kick us off here. So make sure if you're watching to subscribe and leave a like and get involved in the chat. Ulster leading by 19 points to 10 out in France. And yeah, as I think Stephen said there, really, really good first half, but letting Clermont back into the game at the end there probably was a bit frustrating. But we are back underway anyway. And a chance for Ulster to try and get a very famous win out in France tonight. And they're playing very, very well on the whole.
Come on, Ulster. Right, he's going to make a tackle. Do that for Merlin? Or that's Marcus Rua.
The lovely box kick up. Michael Lowry takes it well. Could see that he's back on his feet after the early injury. Scared for him.
Yeah.
What have you made of Dwayne Vermeulen so far? You happy with the signing so far?
Oh, yeah, definitely. He's added something to number 8 that we've needed for the past few weeks, Brandon. It's the best first half for a reason, do you know what I mean? What happens if you didn't have on the side, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's been absolutely brilliant, carrying the ball well. Here come Clermont, so this is really nice from them as they go on the attack. Ball out wide here, there's options. His tackle needs to be good. Good pass into the centre here. Really good tackle from John Cooney into the 22. Come Clermont.
Oh.
An advantage to the home team, not rolling away.
Oh, no.
Big opportunity here. 5 meters out now.
What minute you at, Brandon?
41-45.
Oh, okay. For some reason, I'm behind you now.
How much are you behind?
You said 45. 10 seconds.
Okay. Well, when this next ball goes dead, I'll pause it for 10 seconds and then I think we'll be caught up.
Oh, just hoping. Don't do anything stupid, Ulster. Come on.
And no advantage from the penalty. Right, I'll pause it. I am on 41-11, so let me know when you hit that.
Okay. Okay, press play. Right about now.
Okay, there we go.
No advantage.
So they'll come back for the original penalty there. No advantage played.
Yeah, but this is it, Brandon. You know what I mean? Those points at the end of the first half, it's really worrying me now.
Mm. Again, you feel like the next score is really, really important in this one. The thing is, Clermont were always going to come out and play because that first half performance. They've actually decided to go to the corner, which is an interesting choice considering they're a man down.
Yeah. It really doesn't make a difference if a man's down, you know what I mean, in my opinion.
Mm. So line outs here then. You'd expect the driving maul to be set up.
Mm.
And a chance here for Clermont. And the driving maul is set up. Well defended by Ulster here.
Oh, well.
Penalty to Ulster as well.
Come on. Yes, come on.
And brilliant defensive work from Ulster there. And Clermont went to the corner. It didn't work. And a chance for Ulster to reset and clear their lines. Really good defence there on the driving maul. And that's a massive moment at the start of this second half, you feel.
It is, yeah. Yeah, we need to shut them out now, you know what I mean?
Absolutely. Scrum then to Ulster.
Okay. Need to get this right, and I think for me, Ulster need to show what they did in the first half here.
Indeed, yeah. I think it's important that Ulster don't go into their shells and start trying to defend this lead. I think they need to go and get something else to try and
There's more.
Finish, solidify it really.
And especially if you're
back, it's not going to work.
Because if you defend that, it's all one good, definitely doing it against Leicester. I like that, but don't do it consistently because there's definitely good attacking in you to go ahead and get a few more points on the board.
Exactly. I think Clermont, as you say there, have shown enough this game that they can score tries, and they've got quality players who can make something happen. So you don't want to invite the pressure on you. You want to put the pressure on them.
Yep.
Dwayne Vermeulen with a big carry there. Cooney will clear this one down. It's actually a very, very good kick from John Cooney.
What a kick.
Massive kick there. Interesting hats on display on the TV. Would you wear that, Stephen?
No. Oh.
Not even if it was in Ulster colours.
I wear the Ulster red and white jacket. I wear that.
But not the hat.
Looks cringe with the hat. I don't know why.
Ulster almost stole the line out.
Oh, unlucky.
Very unlucky. Some big carries now coming in from Clermont early on in this second half.
Come on, Ulster.
Dwayne Vermeulen trying to turn the ball over there.
Yeah, he's really making an impact here.
He's not only a really good player, he's someone fantastic to have around the club, isn't he? From his experience, won a World Cup, one of the best players in the world. His standards are just going to raise everyone else's standards at the club as well.
Yeah, if you have that around, the performances will get. Oh, what the?
Oh, it's been knocked on. Oh, and knocked on there. So it will be a scrum. 2 Ulster original knock-on coming in from Clermont.
Knocked on. So it's scrum to Clermont?
I think it's a scrum to you guys. I think it came off Clermont's first of all.
Okay. Thought it was over.
Clermont's a minute change. Lannon is on for Van Toonder. So Van Toonder was meant to come back on for the yellow. He's not coming back on, but they brought a replacement on because the yellow came to an end. So,
like you said about Jane Vermeulen, he's got captain. He's a captain. He's a leader. He's a great player. If he says something like those in the dressing room, he's definitely gonna up the performances. That's what we want.
Absolutely. He's just going to raise all the levels, and he's such a good signer. I can't believe you signed him. I'm very jealous. I must say so.
And I think we were almost on the verge of getting that kiss off from the start. You know, he was a brilliant prop. If we would have got our hands on him, then we could have pushed Leinster and a few more European teams to a bit of you know.
Definitely. Well, I think at the end of the season you'll be there or thereabouts with Leinster, Munster, probably. I think Edinburgh are going to drop away. To be honest, I just don't think the depth in their squad is enough. I think if they get some key injuries, I think they'll struggle. I don't think we'll be up there at the end of the season, if I'm being totally honest. But I think you guys, Leinster, Munster, probably you three will be up there come the end of the season. So.
Without a doubt.
So scrum here to Ulster. Big scrum now needed from the boys in red. Penalty against Clermont.
Do you take this? Do you take the run or do you take the scrum again?
Depends how confident they feel. If they feel confident, I think you go for the scrum again and put the pressure on.
Yeah.
And they are going for the scrum again. They feel they have the dominance. Obviously, very confident here.
Oh, yeah.
So, chance here. Ulster have men on each side of the back of the scrum, so plenty of options. Penalty to Clermont this time, though. Free kick, though, so Clermont can't go for posts or for touch, so they just tap and go.
What a hit that was.
Clermont come forward here. But good line defence, good line speed from Ulster. Dwayne Vermeulen trying to turn the ball over there, but pushed off. Ruhan looks for the space in behind. Michael Lowry has plenty of time.
Okay.
Sends it down. That's not a bad kick at all from the fullback.
It isn't, no.
JJ Hanrahan.
Well, defence, come on. Defence.
Tries the chip over the top. Easy for McCoy. Is that a high tackle?
Come on, referee.
I think that was high.
What the heck? What?
Wayne Barnes gives the penalty to Clermont.
Why not look at that again, ref? Okay.
I thought that was a high tackle on McCoy.
Oh, God. I don't know. If there's any chance they look at it again, take a look now.
Let's have a look here. I think this is high on McCoy. Maybe not. Let's have a look here. Oh, I don't actually think so. I think he's about here, isn't he?
Yeah.
Does he lead with the shoulder? Potentially.
I'll tell you something. We'll let Clermont back in here, and this is not going a good way here.
I'm not sure if they're having a look at this. If Wayne Barnes is going to have a look at this. I'm not sure if they're having a look at this. What are we waiting for?
Are they not this? Yeah, they're looking at tackle.
I think they're going to be looking at this tackle again. I think it was slightly high, so I think it's a penalty. I don't think it's a card, but I think it's a penalty. Let's have a look here. I just think it's high. So
Yeah.
I just think it's a penalty.
I think they're going to overturn this. I think. Oh.
Because I think he's hit here onto his like side of his shoulder, neck area.
What's happening? No, it's
Nothing at all. So chance for Hanrahan.
He's been kicking well, so he has.
He's been kicking very, very well tonight. So chance for him to bring Ulster within maths 6 points.
Yeah.
Big, big kick in the game, you feel. JJ Hanrahan kicks. It looks pretty good. He's missed it. He's missed it. That's a huge miss, you feel, in the terms of the game.
Well, got out of jail there.
Big, big miss there, you got to say. Let's have a look at some of your comments. How has Ulster's new South African been doing? Very, very well. I think we're all in agreement here that he's been doing very, very well. And what do you think of Pollard going to Leicester? I think it's a brilliant signing. I think it's a great signing. Dwayne Vermeulen is off.
What the heck? Why is he going off?
Maybe he's only had one training session, maybe fitness, wanting to keep him fresh, potentially.
And also with his home debut next week against Northampton.
Yeah. But he's had a great first game.
I don't think they were expecting Vermeulen to play this week. I've been honest with you. Right, so if you get him a full training session this week coming and he plays most of the game against Northampton, then that seems fair enough.
Yeah, I think he's been brilliant today. Really has. Clermont trying the chip kick. Michael Lowry will probably call for the mark, which he does.
Marcus called.
Well played. Well played.
But this is going to be a really, really...
It's going to be nervy, isn't it? It's going to be nervy.
But I told you, Brown, that this game was not over.
You did indeed. The game has kind of got a bit flat this second half, I feel. But I think just an Ulster penalty or something like that, just to give you that little bit more breathing space.
Oh, no.
There we go.
I think it's Sean Reedy will come on, or Greg Jones for who was it?
We'll have to wait and see. Villiard is off for Clermont. Bezzy is on at scrum half. That's a change for Clermont. So about just under half an hour to go in this game now. Good line out from Clermont. They get it out. Damien Penno scored a brilliant try earlier on, trying to find the space to run. But he is tackled on the halfway line. Big tackles coming in now. And Ulster needs to be very physical, you feel. Hanrahan looks up, puts the kick through. Michael Lowry should have enough time on this.
Kick. Back in their half.
Bit of kick tennis going on again. And Clermont kick it straight off.
We get that.
More changes for Ulster coming through now.
Jack McGrath.
Yeah, Jack McGrath coming on for Warwick.
I was surprised to see Jack McGrath back so early in his time, because I think he's in a similar situation. I think he'll have to start off on the bench as he's just back, but
yeah,
it's good that he's back already. You know what I mean? Because I think definitely in that front row is needed. We do have our who's out injured.
Good line outs from Ulster. The driving maul is set up.
It is. Come on.
It's a little bit slow though. Cooney's going to have to get this one out.
Use it, man. Which
he does. He sends it up in the box kick. Probably a little bit too far, and it's called for the mark well. Going to be a chance for Clermont to clear this one downfield. It's going to be a nervy finish, folks. Make sure to like the stream, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and let us know your thoughts in the chat. Lowry sends it up. Who's going to win that? Oh, it bounces back towards Ulster. Well, knock on from Clermont. Not a bad position to have a scrum either.
Come on,
the scrum's really good from Ulster so far.
Well done.
Scrum here then. On the 10-metre line to the left-hand side of the field, but good attacking position.
Yeah.
You'd probably say Ulster have had the dominance in the scrum so far.
I think so, yeah. But now Jim Vermeulen's come off, and it's going to be interesting how it goes. But with Chapel Rock coming on. I think Tom O'Toole's still on.
I think he is, yeah.
That's a good front row, but you have to wait and see.
So big scrum here.
Come on, Ulster. Keep it up. Keep it up.
I thought Clermont had dropped that down, but Timoney pulls off the back of the scrum, trying to be held up. But he gets it down. Quick ball, and it's knocked on.
Oh my goodness, man.
But McElroy picks it up. Just inside their own half here, Ulster. 25 minutes to go. Leading by 19 points to 10. Really good performance for them so far. James Hume looks for the gap. A lovely offload.
Come on.
Pops it up to John Cooney. Cooney a little bit isolated. Push back though.
No, pick up.
The ball is there. Billy Burns acts as scrum half. McCluskey puts the little dig through. Not a bad kick at all.
Oh.
Clermont still with possession here. Oh, there's a big gap opening up. Talfa Fuena tries to break through. Tackled well. There's some men out wide.
Oh, there is.
Big tackle coming in from McElroy. Huge tackle from McElroy.
What a hit.
Really important tackle that, you felt. And Ulster can reset their defence. And it's slowed down for Clermont. Really good defence from Ulster. Hanrahan breaks the line.
Oh my God.
Options are wide. Is Pinot quick enough? Tries a little kick over the top. It's going to be a full race. Damien Pinot has scored.
My God, man.
Damien Pinot with a brilliant score for Clermont. And the only thing that may help Ulster is has he got the grounding right, but it looked pretty good to me. What a finish that is. But Hanrahan with the break, the former Munster man coming back to haunt Ulster.
Why did
okay. No, he's got that down.
We're going to lose. I'm sorry, Brandon, I'm saying that we're losing this game because we do this too much, I'm telling you.
Well, let's just check this grounding. I'm pretty sure this grounding is okay. Yeah, that's a try. Nothing wrong with that. 15 points to 19 now. The conversion won't be easy. An important conversion, you feel.
Yeah, but Brandon, you can't let that. Yes, it doesn't. It wouldn't piss me off this today, but like, we're seeing this too much with Ulster. They're bottling it every time, man, and it's really getting concerning.
I think the thing though you got to say is it's a world-class try. It's a world-class try. It really is. There's not all the much that you can do about that, except for the break from Hanrahan. Maybe you could have defended that better, but Pinot's finish is just out of this world.
It is.
It's a tough kick, though, for Hanrahan on his right foot. It's a really tough kick for him. 22 minutes to go. It's a 4-point game currently. Steps up, he kicks it. And he's got it as well. It's a brilliant kick.
Oh, come on, man.
And we're now to a 2-point game. Clermont 17, Ulster 19.
This is the downfall of Ulster. They can do so well in attack in the first half, and then just drop off, man. What is this, man?
Well, still a long time to go in this one. 20 minutes to go.
I don't really care. I've seen it too much, Brandon. I've seen it too much.
So we restarted.
Yeah, I really don't get why they brought up Vermeulen now. If you think about it,
I think it's match fitness, though. You got to think about it.
We were discussing that, but
and he had COVID as well, didn't he? So,
well, there probably was. There was no choice, but can these guys live up to the expectations? That's all I want to say.
Change for Clermont in the front row. Falgu is on for RUGBY in the front row, so that change has gone through. I think Ulster just needs to calm things down a bit. That's what I would be doing now. Just calm things down, do the basics. Don't let it get scrappy and open the way that Clermont wanted to happen as JJ Hanran breaks through.
Oh, no, here we go, Bob.
Pass out wide. Raka cuts inside. Great tackle coming in on him.
They're really turning up now. They are really turning up.
Clermont showing why they are such European giants.
Why'd you not turn it over there, man?
Ulster have managed to get set defensively. Final 20 minutes now. But knocked on by Clermont. And a chance for Ulster to breathe.
But yeah. Oh, the tide's turning. The tide is turning.
Yeah, the momentum very much has changed. The problem there is, I don't want to dig a player out, but Billy Burns has to make that tackle. He just has to make it.
Do you know what, Brandon? What have I been saying about Billy Burns? People have been defending him too long now. Put Michael Arrington or put Madigan back in. I'm telling you, man. McFarlane is using him too much, and you can't defend Billy Burns anymore, in my opinion.
Yeah, you have to stop him. You have to slow him down, at least slow him down slightly, and he doesn't get anything on him. But it was knocked on. So it will be a scrum to Ulster, but Ulster just need to calm things down here. Have a bit of possession. They're just a little bit all over the place, a little bit erratic.
And that's what we're about. That's what we're about. We can be good in attack in some ways, but if there's anything, yes, do you know what? Vermeulen has to be taken off a reason today because he's got COVID and he needs to get the fitness back. But this is what I've been saying. These Ulster guys, without him, need to perform. And at the moment, we're seeing the ball because I don't think they have a score yet in the second half.
Yeah. So scrum to Ulster. Cooney feeds. It's a big shove coming in from Clermont. Ulster need to get the ball out. They have managed to do it. And Clermont have managed to turn it over. They've got to go wide. Big tackle coming in from James Hooper. Advantage to Clermont. Raka carries. Ball is there for Clermont. They've really turned it on in this second half. Still advantage to Clermont here. Ball out wide. Penno. Tackle by Lowry. Good tackle coming in from him. Oh, is that knocked on? Yes, it was. So we'll come back for the original penalty.
They're going to take the lead, though. They're going to take the lead.
You'd think they'd take the points. You'd think they'd take the points here.
But, oh my God, man.
They are going to take the points as well.
Listen, I'm sorry, Brandon, but if you think we can come back in this game, nowhere.
It's a great turnover from Clermont.
Ulster have had nothing in the second half. Like, what the F has happened, man?
I think the thing, though, that you have to say, you have to credit Clermont. They've been brilliant this second half. They've really turned it on. And I think the game at the minute for Ulster has really been lost in the physicality. This pace and the physicality that Clermont can bring.
And Joe, I will say it again. Joe Vermeulen will have to be taken off a reason today, but you know what? Going forward, are we relying on him too much? Is that the question?
We'll have to wait and see as Clermont takes the lead 20 points to 19 now. And the crowd certainly in the game. How will Ulster respond? Changes for Ulster, though.
I think Balkan's going to be a must as well.
Here we go then, back underway. 1 point game at the minute, 17 minutes to go. Bezzy clears it away. Ulster line out. The Ulster coaching staff now feel about the way the momentum has swung back in favour of the home side. I think Ulster now just need to set it down. And it's interesting that having gone for a +1 line now. I think you would want them to try to move. Yeah. Oh, lovely step from McCluskey. Ball is there. Cooney gets it out. Michael Lowry.
We're starting to panic though at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah, also just need to calm it down. Just really calm it down. Just go back to basics. Go through a few phases. Play the territorial game.
I don't get why they're not going back to basics.
Yeah.
It really confuses me, you know.
Play it simple, isn't it? That's the big thing now. Good hands here. Out to McElroy. Fires it back in.
Oh, that's decent. Oh,
he was out. Yeah, his foot was just out there. Clermont's always a tough side at home. They are. It's something that we spoke about. It's a bit of a fortress for them. You know, they've got a full stadium.
I hope when it comes to Ravenhill, we can do the same. End up battering them.
Line out 1 for Clermont. 15 minutes to go in this one. Trying to get the driving maul going here, Clermont. It's going sideways though. Bezzy gets it out. Oh, and it's been knocked on. An advantage here. Chance for. And there's no advantage, so scrum will be to Ulster.
50 minutes to go.
Still only a 1 point game though. That's the big thing. It's still only a 1 point game.
That's a positive. I think you need to get this right. Don't go back to basics. If you go back to basics, then you're doomed, in my opinion.
I think you just need to calm things down a bit. Just calm things down. That's all.
I just seriously thought we would be able to defend this lot, but no. Especially Clermont haven't been shining a lot this season, Brandon. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think we got to say though, Clermont this second half have been very, very good. Like really, really good. But Ulster just need to calm things down a bit. Just go through a few phases, play in the right areas. Big shove coming on from Clermont. Ulster need to get this ball out. Burns sends it downfield. It's not a bad kick at all from Billy Burns, actually. And it's kicked away.
That's some kick by him.
It is. There'll be a line out to Ulster just inside the Clermont half.
Oh, what a kick that was, I'm telling you. They're starting to do the plays well. Yeah, we're going
line out then.
That's under pressure.
Oh, lovely kick!
Come on, mate.
He needs options. Who's he got? Good tackle coming on him.
Oh.
Someone needs to be scrum off.
Can someone pick up the effing ball, man? They're so slow, Brandon. It's unbelievable.
I can't believe no one was there just to get the ball out. All it needed to be was whipped out to one side. Herring carries into the 22, though. Ball's still with Ulster. This is the best Ulster have been in the second half. Lovely inside ball.
Oh.
Ulster moving into the 22 for really the first time in this second half. Lovely ball, Michael Lowry through the gap. Lowry for the line. Advantage. It went forward, though. From who? Better from Ulster. Much better from Ulster, right? Oh, Stephen's gone for a second. We'll get him back in once his signal is sorted. There he is. He's back. Stephen, much better from you over there. Oh, once again, we have lost Stephen, but once we get him back, we will get him in on the stream. But much better from Ulster for sure. Well, that clearly has not come off Timoney. Is that a deliberate knock-on? Potentially. I think they're going to have a look at this. Kane is on for O'Toole. Going to try and get Stephen back in. We're going to have a look at this, though. This may potentially be a deliberate knock-on. I think this is a deliberate knock-on. I think this could be a penalty try, potentially. I think we've got Stephen back. And we will see. Yes, we do, Stephen.
Yes, all good, all good.
Have you seen this? Have you seen this incident? What do you think?
Yes. I mean, it's every yellow card. It's going to be a penalty try, the way I'm seeing it. So, what are they going for here?
So they're just going to have a look, see if this could potentially be a penalty try. 12 minutes ago, 1 point in it. Could this be the lifeline that Ulster need? Very, very tense. It was a lovely break from Michael Lowry. They're trying to find where. I think this is going to be given as a try. I think we have a try for Ulster. I think we're going to have a deliberate knock-on here. I'm going to have a try for Ulster. I think Ulster. Let's get Stephen back in. And he will jump in.
Yes!
I think we've got a try, haven't we? I think we've got a try.
Yes, come on.
So it's a yellow card to the fullback.
We'll take that.
And the try is going to be given. How the tides have turned back in favour of Ulster. Stephen, talk to me. How are you feeling?
It's not over yet, Brandon. It is not over yet.
It is not. The conversion feels very, very important.
It's from previous experiences, Brandon. This is not over. Even though we got the try,
No,
like,
not at all.
it's all about
Lovely break from Michael Lowry. The offload comes off the fullback for Clermont, who deliberately knocks it on, and then Timoney, I think it is, crashes over.
Do you know what? I'm going to give that to Timoney. I'm going to give that to Timoney. Well done for him to do that anyway.
Exactly. Brilliant work. It was all came from a James Hume break. Then Michael Lowry with a lovely break as well. And then Timoney finishes off. And a chance for Cooney to give you now a bit more of a lead, a bit more breathing space, that's for sure. Why have I given Clermont 25 points? That's wrong.
Oh,
Definitely not right. To give you a 6-point lead here.
That would be massive. That would be absolutely massive. We got the 6 points over.
Wrong again. Let's try again. There we go. So chance for Clermont, for Ulster, sorry, to have a 6-point lead. Cooney sends it straight through the post. Ulster lead by 26 points to 20 as we head towards the final 10 minutes. It's going to be a nervy one, but Ulster have managed to slow down the momentum of Clermont.
Come on, Ulster.
And with a man in the bin as well now, for probably pretty much the rest of the game. It's about managing the game now, isn't it?
It has to be run. We're 6 points up, and we have to stop them from getting a try, basically.
Exactly.
To win the game. So, oh, come on, Ulster. Come on.
How are the nerves? How are you feeling?
They are European quarterfinal against Leicester to be stadium vibes when we narrowly lost. Oh.
So just about 11.5 minutes to go here.
I would think the way we need to do this is get up the field and try and get a penalty.
Yeah, I think 3 points will be enough. I honestly do.
I think so. You have to.
He sends it off.
What is that?
And there'll be a line out to Clermont just before the 10-meter line. Whoa. It is a nervy one, that's for sure.
It's been some. Would you think it's been some game for the neutral brand? You would think, yeah.
Oh, absolutely. I've loved it. It's been up and down. Ulster were brilliant. Went down because Clermont came back up, and now Ulster are back up. Obviously, I want Ulster to win, but it's been a nervy one.
Right. Oh my goodness!
It's a full line out from Clermont and stole by Ulster. If they can get quick ball here, they have the extra man. Hume gets it out to Lowry. Lowry sends the kick through. Not the greatest kick from him. O'Connor sends it back. 9.5 minutes to go. Billy Burns looks up, sends it downfield.
Come on. Defend this. Come on. Defend well here.
Hand tackled on his own 10-meter line. O'Connor gets it out to Tao Fafwena. Up to the halfway line.
Come on, defend this man.
Good defence from Ulster.
Come on.
9 minutes to go now.
Oh.
Is that a turnover from John Cooney? It is a brilliant turnover from the Irishman.
Well done.
The ball is there for Ulster on the halfway line now. As McGrath carries.
Well done.
And Ulster managing the game so much better now. Just really understanding where to play. Box kick up from Cooney. It's a really good kick from Cooney.
Oh, well done.
Lovely kick from John Cooney to put them into the 22.
Now we need to hopefully turn it over, get a penalty. We get a few points on the board, hopefully. I'm hoping that's the case.
Really not long to go now.
Come on, Ulster.
Line out to Clermont, just outside their own 22. They send it up. It is won by Clermont. It's a little bit scrappy.
Not under pressure.
Oh, the break is beautiful. Trying the chip and chase is well dealt with by Ulster. Now Michael Lowry goes. Michael Lowry's dancing away.
Goodness. Come on.
Advantage to Ulster.
Penalty advantage. Come on.
Ball out. Billy Burns. There's a little bit of space out wide. If they can find the run, McAvoy keeps it alive.
Oh.
It was knocked on by Hume, but we'll come back for the original penalty. And Ulster beginning to manage the game a little bit better now.
Whoa.
7.5 minutes to go.
Okay. Michael Lowry. Let's hope Michael Lowry's okay.
Michael Lowry is down. We hope he's okay. There's been an injury, obviously, in the back three already.
Is this a case where you bring on Nathan Doak? I wonder.
I personally wouldn't, because I would want Cooney on for his goal kicking, but also for his experience.
I don't even know. I think Nathan Doak could play fly half. I think he can play fly half.
Oh, of course, yeah, definitely. I just think for Cooney's experience.
I'm just thinking on the basis of, do you take that option, or
Would you put him on for Billy Burns?
Well, I think I just if McIntyre's okay, just keep it as it is. Like I don't see why. Oh, Kenny's gonna go for it here.
Oh wow, Cooney is going for it inside his own half. This is a huge kick.
This is
If Ulster able to get this.
This is bring back Ireland versus New Zealand vibes when we got that final kick.
Oh, Carberry, of course.
Oh.
Here we go then. So probably from about 53 meters out, John Cooney is stepping up to give Ulster a 9-point lead. This would be a huge kick in terms of the game.
Oh, come on, boys. Come on, Cooney.
Such a big kick for John Cooney. Folks, if you're watching, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. It's going to be a tense finish.
Imagine if he gets this over.
7 minutes to go. John Cooney to kick from 53 meters out.
Come on,
has he got the legs? He steps up. He kicks. He's not looking off bad. Has he got it?
Oh my God!
He's got it! He's done it! What a kick from John Cooney! What a kick! Ulster lead by 29 points to 20.
Yes.
What a kick from John Cooney!
Come on!
And Ulster lead by 9 points. What a kick from John Cooney!
Come on, Cooney! That brought back a Ruben Pienaar moment as well.
So 29 points to 20 with about 6 minutes to go or so.
6
Not
minutes
long
to
go now. Clermont needs something special if they're going to get a win here. What a win this would be for Ulster.
Come on, defend this. All you have to do is defend.
Hand tries a little chip over the top. He's collected it. Big tackle coming in from Michael Lowe, and he's been knocked on.
Yes, knocked on. Come on, knocked on.
And a chance for Ulster here.
Come on.
John Cooney sends it up.
Oh, come on.
McElroy chasing. Where's that going to bounce? Bounce into the hand.
Yes, come on.
Cooney once again sends it up, spotting the space in behind. It's a wonderful kick from John Cooney. Fantastic kick from Cooney. Great tackles coming in now. And penalty to Ulster.
Yes!
Number 22. Yes! And is that the penalty to win the game with 5 minutes to go? And maybe that is the penalty to win the game, to cement their place. We seem to have lost Stephen once again, but once he is back in, we will get him in, of course. Make sure, folks, if you're watching, hit that subscribe button, leave a like, of course, get involved in the chat what you think. Interesting to see that Ulster are going to the corner here. And there we are, Stephen is back. You've gone for the corner. Interesting choice.
On. Oh, wow. Come on.
Whoa. Going for the corner. This is it, folks. Ulster. But the thing is, well, going to the corner takes time. You're in the right area of the pitch. Big line out there. Michael Lowry is off. What performance from him today? Oh, and they've lost the ball.
Turned over.
Nathan Doak is on for Michael Lowry. That change has gone through. But Clermont are going to have to go the length of the field and get another penalty.
Oh, shit.
Cleared away. A really poor kick and a chance here for Nathan Doak to run with it. He looks up. There's an option to go wide. He tries a little kick through.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah, gets it out wide to Damien Penaud, who looks up and sends it down.
Okay.
Just under 4 minutes to play now, though. And he's right back with McCoy. He looks up, sends it down, and it will be a line out to Clermont just inside the Ulster half. Clermont take it quick, though.
Quickly.
They know that they got to start playing. 3.5 minutes to go here. Ulster looking for a famous win. The cross kick, lovely interception from McCluskey.
What a catch, back. What a catch.
Cooney will look to box kick this one down. It's really important that Ulster play in the right areas of the field. A decent kick from Cooney. Where's that bounce going?
Oh my!
But he did plummet on the man on the ground. So.
Oh wow. Oh. Madness at the head.
3 minutes to go. How's the heart going? Is it pumping away?
Probably in my opinion, but oh my goodness. At least we're 20 here. At least we're 26 points up this time. Actually, no, 29 points because it's a 9-point lead here with about 2.5 minutes to go.
Yeah, definitely. So Clermont up to the halfway line. Ulster 2 minutes away from a famous win in the south of France.
In the space of 2 weeks of famous victories, potentially. That
Yeah,
something.
indeed. Definitely.
Like, I don't know how many times Ulster have done that in their past times, of the past 10 years, whenever we reached the heights of the European final. So we did. But
what a way to potentially start.
And Joe, Brandon, that will potentially go on.
Oh, just knocked on in the tackle.
Knocked on, man.
But Clermont still have it, but only have got 2 minutes to do something. They'll have the scrum, but again, that's just going to take more time up. And Ulster will certainly be taking that.
I think we're going to do it, Brandon. I think that is it.
I think we both agree that Ulster are going to win. We won't jinx it too much. Who would be your man of the match? Who's been the star performer for Ulster? Who would you pick as your man of the match?
Goodness me. I think you're going to line up James Hume. I'm going to put a few in. I'll decide. There's James Hume. I think Michael Larry's had a great game. If it was for me, or you had to, also, do you want Jim Vermeulen? But I don't think Jim, since he was brought off early, I'm afraid I'm judging him on the man of the match today. But I think I'm going to have to give it to James Hume.
I think James Hume's been brilliant, hasn't he?
I'll never know why he never started last week from his performance, back against Leinster. But you know what? Fair play for him to do it. He's my man of the match for me, in my opinion.
Yeah, definitely, absolutely agree. Been brilliant today. We're into the final minute now. Clermont on the halfway line. Have to try and play from here. Have to try and do something.
I think we've got this, Brandon, in my opinion.
Don't speak too soon.
No, because if we defend well, then there's nowhere for them to go.
Absolutely. 40 seconds to go. Clermont throwing the ball about here. Damien Penaud breaks the first tackle.
No.
Chance to go wide. Lovely interception from Nathan Doak.
Well done, Nathan. Well done, mate.
Who's got that ball? Where's it coming out? Advantage. Penalty, though, to...
I think we've done it. I think that had... Because
I think that's a penalty to Ulster, so I think that Ulster have done it here.
Yeah. I think, but even at 20 seconds to go, if Clermont get the penalty, it's too late for them to win the game.
Come on, the handbags are out. There's punching and pushing. And
they're out. Oh, my goodness.
You can understand the frustration of Clermont, but Ulster tonight, apart from, a 20-minute spell, have been incredible.
Come on, Ulster. Come on.
Oh, he's put his fingers in his eyes.
Oh, my God.
I think Raka could be in trouble here. They might be having a look at this.
Yeah. They're losing their head. They're losing their heads right now. So they are. They're losing their heads.
Yeah, he's put his fingers in his eyes. This could be.
Let's go. Come on. Yes.
And interesting that Clermont are going for the post. So basically what they're saying is they're going to go for the post, get the points, hopefully, for them, and then try and go from the restart. That's what they're aiming for here. 45 people currently watching. Hit that subscribe button. Head over to Stephen Somerville Irish Rugby. Subscribe there. So there's going to be a match reaction after this one.
Come on. I don't care if they're taking the points. We've done it.
The clock's in the red. The clock's in the red. So even if they get the points, that's the game.
Yes. Come on. We've done it.
Wayne Barnes wants a quick word.
What's he having another word for? Like,
we're going to have a look at this. We said that there were fingers in the eyes. This could potentially be a yellow card. What's the time left? The clock's in the red. The clock is in the red. Yes. But they're going to have a look at this incident. There could be another yellow or potentially a red.
Oh. That's
not the angle.
Oh.
And this is the angle that we need to see.
That was Ross Kane that got poked, by
it's
the way.
Raka. with his left arm, I think it is. Yeah, he's pushed his fingers in his eyes.
Oh yeah. Like it's well, come on, man. That's a
I
definite
think this
card.
is yellow, isn't it?
It's a definite card. Yeah. I'm just wasting time. Come on, referee. Oh, I made myself here. Hold on.
They're saying that they can't see the contact.
It remains a penalty.
So it remains a penalty to Clermont, but it doesn't really matter because it is going to be a famous win. A famous win for Ulster in the south of France. 50 people currently watching on this Saturday night. Hit the subscribe button, folks. Leave a like. And of course, let me know how you're feeling in the chat. Let me know how are you feeling this evening, because I know Stephen is quite a happy Ulster man this evening.
Gonna get on the beers tonight, Brandon. It's one of those nights. Yes.
So hand in hand with a chance. It will give Clermont a losing bonus point. That is why they are going for the posts.
He has to get it first.
He has to get it. He does. But for Ulster, it really doesn't matter what happens with this kick, because they've travelled to Clermont, to the Stade Marcel Michelin, and got a very, very famous win.
Yes. I mean, unbelievable, Brandon Yeoman. Unbelievable.
And JJ Hanrahan has got it, but that is it. That is the final score. Clermont have fallen at home, have lost at home. 23 points to 29 is the final score. Ulster getting a famous victory out in France. Yes. Stephen, how are you feeling after that? It's a roller coaster of a game, wasn't it?
Overall, oh my God. Second half, you think Clermont fair play, they got back, do you know what I mean? And I think what worked for us was we showed another way to play than going back to the basics of what it was in the first half. And do you know what? It all came from I think it was Michael Lowry who got up. He knocked it on. It looked like it was going to get a penalty to Clermont, but I think Timoney, fair play, yes, it was penalty try, but Nick Timoney, fair play for getting that ball over the line as well. You know, after that, we took control. And you know what? Couldn't be prouder of Brandon, because if that doesn't give Ulster confidence for getting a home quarter final in the space of these next 3 games against 2 home to Northampton and away to Northampton, and then a home to, you got a final game at home to Clermont. You know, it's this time, the way you look at it, it's a better opportunity. This is the best opportunity Ulster can get a home quarter final in the space of 8 years. And you know what? Bring it on, because tonight we will celebrate a famous win in Clermont for the first time in the space of 2 weeks of doing it at Clermont and Leinster. It's been a brilliant, good time for Ulster. Definitely.
Indeed.
What a performance.
Definitely, it has. Let's quickly run through your comments. We'll look at the final results in the other games tonight. Also need to follow this up now. The good run of semi should be the goal. They've, of course, got Northampton next at home next week, and that's going to be a big, big game for Ulster. A good job, Ulster. Great win, absolutely. So, in the other games tonight, just quickly rattling through these, Perpignan actually came back to beat the Dragons by 22 points to 16. So the Dragons are losing again, this time in Europe. And the other game tonight, which kicks off at 8 o'clock, is Exeter Chiefs against Montpellier. That's an 8 o'clock kickoff. We are going to leave it there. Don't forget, tomorrow, folks, Ospreys against Sale Sharks. We'll be doing that tomorrow. So join me live from around 12:45 for that. I'm going to drop a link to that in the chat now. So make sure to hit the reminder on that and join me tomorrow for that from 12:45 UK time. And join me for that. Let me just drop a link. Ospreys versus Sale link. And join me for that tomorrow. And of course, Stephen, thank you so much for jumping on. Let me quickly, before I let you go, drop a link to Stephen's channel in the chat, because Stephen, of course, will have a reaction video to this game, and really excited to watch that. So make sure that you do head over to his channel and that you subscribe over there and get involved with that. Let me just drop a link now. Stephen is actually really close in 400 subscribers, so head over there, subscribe, and get involved with that. So let me just drop a link to that now in the chat. Wow, and there we go. That is the link to Stephen's channel. Head over there, subscribe to Stephen's channel, and see his reaction. Finally, then, Stephen, final few words. How are you feeling and what do you make of the performance overall?
What a brilliant performance, Brandon. You know what I mean? We don't get these results more often, and you know what? Bring on Europe now to get the goal of a home quarter-final and to show progress that Dan McFarlane has done with his team, especially James Hume, Stuart McCluskey, all them players. They put Michael Lowry. They put in a performance there, and Joe Vermeulen. He only had to start the first half, but he was still brilliant. And you know what? The next week we'll see the real Joe Vermeulen against home in Northampton next Friday, and Northampton will come. Who knows how they'll play, but it'll give Ulster a good boost in the game atmosphere next week to enjoy and hopefully get another big victory in the European Cup next week at Ravenhill. Be happy to get back with the fans, but a big win tonight.
Big win, absolutely. We love the passion. Well, that's what you're going to get here. Lots of passion and lots of enjoyment. Vivian enjoyed the game as well. Thank you, folks, so much for watching. As I said, tomorrow, Ospreys against Sale, 12:45. Join me live, links there. And check out Stephen's channel as well, link there. We'll see you tomorrow back here for Ospreys against Sale Sharks. Congratulations to Ulster. Great performance. And on they go. Stand up for the Ulster men. We'll see you.